Well, welcome to an all-new Marvelcast, Explosion Network's hub of all things Marvel, a place to talk about everything MCU and beyond, from Avengers and Defenders to Nicholas Trask and Awesome Andy. My name's Ashley Hobley, and joining me today is Tosh and Dylan Blight.
Don't make me angry, don't make her sad, don't make me clap. Oh, Hulk's got a cousin, her name's Tatiana Maslany.
Today, on the podcast, we're talking about the new She-Hulk Attorney at Law trailer.
Being a superhero is a trial by fire. Who's gonna protect the world if not people like you?
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a lawyer. I have great friends.
Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency.
A demanding job.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you to be the face of it.
And a frustrating family.
Cause you didn't ask for this, but you still gotta deal with it. Your transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
Oh.
Bruce, kind of feels like if I don't transform, I'm gonna die.
Yes, yes, yes. No.
Confirmed new name, confirmed new logo. Thank God they got rid of the slash logo. Grateful for that. So this is the new series starring Tatiana Maslany, in which, she plays She-Hulk. I don't think they've got a description for the series anywhere, but of course we can see a bit of Mark Ruffalo. We got Tim Roth back as Abomination. It's been confirmed Benedict Wong is going to be in the series as Wong, probably hanging out with Abomination because we got a glimpse of him in Shang-Chi. Dylan, what do you think
Says Jennifer Walters navigates the complicated life of a single 30-something attorney who also happens to be a green 6'7" superpowered Hulk.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I like the trailer. I mean, I thought it looked really good. I think it looks fun. I like the general tone. I like the cast. It seems like it's just having a good time. That one part where obviously she transforms and just having Bruce be like, yes, yeah, that's just funny. But I need to know more about it. I'm hoping there's more just, her general life and stuff. And they sort of tease it, I guess, like dating life and her saying she doesn't want to be a superhero and stuff like that. Like a show about a superhero who doesn't want to be a superhero is a lot more exciting than most shows where origin stories are people who want to be superheroes or are forced to become superheroes, but here's someone who's like related to a superhero who doesn't want anything to do with it really, so wants to be a lawyer, all these things. There's definitely a lot of interesting potentials for the show. The number one thing people have been complaining about, CGI. It looks okay. It looks like they're still going to be working on these days. These things, they work on the special effects right up until like the day before these things go live.
Even after, apparently, now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they literally edit fucking Coke balls out of Game of Thrones, or whatever it was. The special effects after the fact. But yeah, they work on these things up until the moment. I mean, like even Star Wars, a movie that was on a big TV screen, special effects on that was being done until the week before release. So, I mean, if it's a streaming one, I can guarantee they're working on this shit right up until the last second. So, the special effects, it doesn't look as good as Hulk, like Mark Ruffalo. I don't know if that's I
feel like it's a model thing.
Packed.
Yeah,
they're like, that shit's done. Hers, they're still molding. They're still molding around. I would say it doesn't look absolutely the worst thing ever. It also doesn't look good in a world where she's going to be standing next to Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. This looks like version of his Hulk, like back to Eric Banner Hulk or something like, like we're back there. But I'm like, look, we don't have the time for you to go through the 10 years of versions. You need to sort of get this shit right. So I'm not getting too worried about that solely because I'm just putting my faith in it looking a bit better by the time the first episode drops. But as a trailer, I thought it looked pretty good. Yeah, I'm keen.
Yeah, on the CG thing, I think, it doesn't look fantastic. It looks serviceable, which I think if it's just serviceable, I feel like based on the performance that I saw in this trailer, I think you can get away with it, because I feel like if she is She-Hulk and like fun and charismatic and everything like she appears to be in this trailer, your brain will turn off and it'll be like, oh, okay, whatever. But yeah, this looks really fun. I've seen Kevin Feige describe this as going to be a legal comedy. So that, like, there's definitely a lot of humor in this trailer, which is super exciting. And like, whether it's her dating and like, clearly, she's got the legal thing where she's like having difficulty at work and like she needs all these shots to make her feel better. And then also, obviously, the fish out of water, like just the random circumstance of her becoming She-Hulk, and then being this big green person. I think the character design, I think I've seen people say I kind of wish she was more muscular or bigger. I think that's probably a fair criticism. I think she just looks like a larger toned woman rather than like a Hulk. Like, you see some of these women who are very muscular.
I think the fact that there are just women out there that you can find who look bigger than her, and she's supposed to be Hulk, I think that's...
She just looked like a toned, tall woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But she's supposed to look, ripped. Like, unnaturally ripped. Should be the difference, Like, it's your genetically modified ripped. Like, it's not, I go to the gym ripped,
But I guess, I don't know, the Hulk... Mark Ruffalo, does he look super? It's different because he's like Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk's always just been a big green glob, I suppose, but
yeah. Lots of, not a lot there other than like, you get an idea of what potentially the setup could be. There's like some menacing people at the start. There's also a car crash, which could explain how she gets, because in the comics, she gets a blood transfusion from Bruce Banner, which transfers the Hulk genetics across or whatever. So I assume they're going to go down a similar line. But then I feel like that car crash was the first example of her becoming She-Hulk. Because you see the reflection of her in like a car door, I think, in one shot. So it'd be interesting to see how she gets it to become She-Hulk, I guess. And it seems like Mark Ruffalo is going to be playing a fairly solid role, I guess. Like maybe an episode or two, like at least.
Seems like he's going to be in it a bit, yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. We got a glimpse at Tim Roth as Abomination, the first time we've seen actual Team Roth since Incredible Hulk.
Not just Abomination.
Not just Abomination. So that's interesting. He looks, it's crazy. Like it looks like Emil Blonsky from that film. Like, full on winking and like pointing at the camera. It'll be interesting. She's apparently being made the face of the superhuman division of their law firm. It's like, are we going to be exploring like more like small time criminals being charged with different things and that kind of stuff? We do get a small glimpse of Jamila Jamil as Titania, like for like maybe 2 seconds, bursting into a courtroom. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do with this series. And like, I feel like, as long as it's funny and it's like charming, I think the special effects thing will.
Yeah.
Marvel fans are very willing to forgive this lowering of kind of CG because of the amount of content that's being put out, which has been an interesting criticism that's been discussed over the last week, especially with like they show clips from Iron Man and how good that looks, and then you compare it to them running down a fake New York street and that kind of stuff. So yeah,
I mean, the lore stuff's interesting in a world where like as of recording, they have the story going around about the Daredevil new series coming to.
Yeah, that was
Disney
announced
Plus.
today at Disney. Yeah.
So we're actually building.
Is Matt Murdock going to show up?
Yeah, I mean, it would be a good
tie-in.
It would be. I think
Makes
tying
sense.
in the lore characters together like that. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is like, where does this fit timeline wise? Because we don't see Mark Ruffalo at any point, like actual human Mark Ruffalo. It's just Smart Hulk. He's not. Last time we saw him, he was actual Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner,
but with a broken arm,
but with his arm in a sling.
Yeah,
but
so
now
shortly after,
he's perfectly fine. His arm is fine. He must have completely healed up from doing the snap. Are we going to get any kind of explanation as to? So clearly, it's after Shang-Chi. At some point,
Shang-Chi must have been. So Shang-Chi's like straight after, or shortly after Endgame.
Yeah, at some point after Endgame.
Yeah,
and this is
shortly enough that his
sometime
arm's
after
still
that.
missing. And this is after, yeah.
And he's all healed up and back to being the Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Hopefully this is good because then, we can extend on the Hulk mythology, like
get Red Hulk and shit.
Red Hulk, and then potentially, down the line, the
Hulk.
Maestro. I feel like that's, that's what we want. We want the heroes to be turned into villains, sound like.
I mean, I do. I don't know about you, but
I feel like that we all want the heroes to turn into villains. That's how things go.
It's going to be the theme of Phase
3, just continuing to poorly deal with trauma.
Yep.
That's all right. Let us know what you think of She-Hulk. Key thing coming to Disney Plus 17th of August. So I feel like there's like a 3 or 4 week break after Ms. Marvel. So that's exciting that we're getting more content. Especially exciting because we'll get more all new Marvel cast. But yes,
starting this podcast was a good idea.
Yeah, smart decision.
Yeah.
Let us know on Twitter by going to explosionnetwork.com/Twitter or jump into Discord at explosionnetwork.com/Discord if you want to help us out here at All New Marvel Cast, the #1 Australian-made MCU podcast. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on Podchaser, or tell people about the show, or leave us 5 stars anywhere you can leave 5 stars. And if you like what we're doing here at All New Marvel Cast and think it's worth at least $1, head on over to our Gopher page at explosion.com/support. So next time we'll be doing All New Marvel Cast will be for the start of Ms. Marvel, starting on June 8th. So make sure you watch that episode and join us next time for another All New Marvel Cast.